What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we're doing a rebuild. Kind of a rebuild. This is like the furthest thing we've done for a rebuild ever. We decided to take the roster that we had for our little experiment video and make a rebuild out of it. So it's the combination of the Chiefs and Niners, and we're going to do a rebuild. It's not really a rebuild, it's more of a reload. We're going to try to see if we can make this a dynasty team. At least, hey, if you want to know why I'm doing this, it's because I think it's going to get a lot of views. Hey, I was honest. I deserve like and subscribe. That's it. Nope, I'm not going to, no more jokes. No, that's it. That's it. We're doing this thing whether you like it or not. This is what the roster looks like. Mostert probably should be the starter, but Tevin Coleman is the most developable of those people. I don't know why we don't have Burita here. Looking at the receivers, really, Sammy Watkins down? Okay, so we're trading Sammy Watkins. I was debating on how I wanted to do this. I was debating, do I want to... Oh, they gave Hardman star? Okay, so there's some interesting names here. Debo star as well. Damn. I was debating if I wanted to do a fantasy or not, and because we are trying to just make this the best possible roster, we are going to allow it to be a fantasy. Of course, you got two great tackles, and Joe Staley being superstar development now may allow him to stay one more year. We'll let him stay. Of course, Schwartz, he's a little old himself, but we'll let him stay as well. We just need some new linemen, which is crazy. Oh, wait, I forgot about McGlinchey. So we're probably going to move Staley at guard, and then McGlinchey can play left tackle, perhaps. One of our linemen in 49ers league looks exactly like him. Not him. Of course, we're doing a 49ers franchise, so of course one of them's going to look exactly like him, believe it or not, because one of them is him. We're going to put Joe Staley at left guard. We do have some players. I know there's probably going to be Chiefs fans that are like, bro, you're trading Travis Kelce? I mean, of course, if I get a good trade. But let's take a look at the major difference. That's all I need to say. 4-year difference. That's it. That's it. That's all I needed to show you. McGlinchey, I wish he would just stay where I wanted him. Emmanuel Sanders, man, I don't know what we're going to get for him, but if he is tradable, we'll trade him. If he's not going to get us that much value, I might as well keep him, because I think this team is definitely primed to at least win it the first year. And I did have to get rid of the Pro Bowl roster, because this was, that roster. This was the Pro Bowl roster. Eric Armstead playing left end. I mean, I would love it, right? It would be cool. I don't know. 25, though. Okay, this is harder than I thought. Richard Sherman will stay on the roster. We need some new players. This team isn't perfect, right? It's far from perfect, which is what's kind of fun about this. If it was completely perfect, I don't even think the potential views would have been enough for me to sell out for. Oh, God, our salary cap. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's bad. That's not good. All right, so we should be able to fix that with a few moves, though. I mean, just these two moves alone put us right back to even. Anything else we can do? Jimmy Garoppolo is gone. I'm going to try to keep it as much as, the combination as I can. We're getting rid of Kelce, who's an actual Chief. We're getting rid of Watkins, who's an actual Chief. But they're being replaced by Niners. So I want to keep this as much as Niners Chiefs as I can, while also building a really good roster. We'll keep D Ford and Nick Bosa as the edge for the whole thing. Frank Clark will probably be traded. We'll keep Chris Jones and Buckner. What else do we have? The linebackers will probably stay the same. We'll maybe upgrade right outside. Cornerback, we probably don't need to get anyone yet. I mean, I think, this will work out. It's going to be pretty much all the way through Niners Chiefs, but there's going to be a few positions, specifically offensive line, that we'll have to replace. Okay, so EA is really that bad. We actually can't trade. This move would not put us over. We're already over. You can't be put over if you're already there, If I'm on my deathbed, eating some chocolate isn't going to put me on my deathbed because I'm already freaking there, The Niners, what the hell am I going to... What am I going to get off the Niners? Maybe a first-round pick since their team is trash. I actually don't know what I got to try to find something here. So we're going to drop all of these players and then re-sign them for hopefully cheaper. I mean, this is actually kind of rough. We can't get rid of Watkins. Wait, why is this team so broke? I get we have some names, but you guys we scrolled through there. That wasn't that bad. I guess we are just that expensive. I forgot about the bonuses, though. You do have to factor in the bonuses because that is part of the cap hit. Well, with those two releases, can we put two expensive players on the list and then get away with it? Okay, we can. It would appear. We're probably not going to be able to get a player for these guys, but if I could get that, I would do it. Really? We're that stingy out here. Because the Niners, I don't care what we trade them, they're not going to be good. This is kind of ultimate sleaze, okay? You knew what you were getting into when you clicked on this, right? You didn't click on the video expecting something completely different to this, did you? At least I freaking hope you didn't, because way too much credit given to me if you did. Who the hell do you think I am? I'm the ultimate sleaze. At least when it comes to franchise. Don't attack my character. I literally didn't do a trade because I wanted a 5th round next year. I mean, there's no worse than that, right? I'm going to actually go for a 7th round pick next year. That's me. Look at that. I actually did that. Yes, I did. But okay, now we have a little bit of money to work with. That's not true at all. It's actually going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought because we're broke as hell. We also have Tyron Smith in there. We probably need to sign Tyron and Yonda and give them back. Trade Williams, Okafor, and Hitchens for a 1st round pick. I'm trying to trade anything I can so we can have enough money to actually make a trade, like a real trade. Probably trading Jimmy Garoppolo would make a lot of sense, though, I would say. We don't really need a wide receiver, but imagine having, like, a super base next to Hopkins. Did we trade Emmanuel Sanders already? I know we released them. That's what we'll have to go get them back if we can afford them. Well, yeah, just let it happen, all right? We can afford to get Eric Armstead back, which we're going to move to DT to try and trade for a new player. I looked for so many linebacker trades. We finally got Roquan Smith for all of this. Tried everything. Couldn't get anyone. I tried Kuechly so many different times. Couldn't happen. This was so damn much just to get the pick back from the Dolphins. Trade Jimmy Garoppolo for Zach Martin straight up. Yeah, we're not going to be able to afford this team very long. Tomlinson, Darren Lee, and a 4th round pick next year for pick 8 from the Jets. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to let him start, but Christian McCaffrey, that's too good of a deal not to. 3rd round this year, 2nd round next year, and Spencer Ware for pick 11 back from the Panthers. We just keep, here you go, take this pick. Psych! Trade Ward in person for 1st round pick from the Redskins. I think we may or may not have built too good of a team. Trade Suggs and Ogba for the Cardinals 1st round next year. How many 1st round picks do we actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them this year and 3 next year. Jesus. So we have a 99 rated offense, an 88 rated defense, and 93 overall team in general. We're going to keep Emmanuel Sanders as the number 2 for this season because there's no necessary rush unless we have to re-sign people, which, to be honest, we could. This is the most superstar offensive lineman we've ever had at one time, I believe. Of course, that will change after the season. Joe Staley very well could leave. McGlinchey, could you just join the party of superstars, please? Of course, Mahomes, Kittle, McCaffrey. You know, it says 99 offense, and a lot does have to do with, you know, some of the positions. But receiver, we could be doing better. You know, Emmanuel Sanders, not super fast. He's good at route running, though. And every other receiver outside of Tyreek. And it's just a good offense. What am I talking about? D Ford, apparently superstar. I don't know when that happened, but edge threat, which is ridiculous. So can he get edge threat and then, like, some other thing as well? Like, on top of it, of course, Nick Bosa has to wait for his, but he's an 87 overall. Probably should be higher than that. Cornerbacks, maybe need a number 3 coming up. But overall, I think we're in a good spot, assuming we don't have to re-sign someone we can't afford. All right, so we have to negotiate. Can we afford all these players? So Kendall Fuller, I think, is the biggest need. What the hell? Head to the playoffs. Is this really even a question? The question is, are we going to win the Super Bowl? Are we going to make the playoffs? Is not. Thank God we made the playoffs because I had no clue. I simmed, you know, middle of the way. Regular seasons, we lost to the Colts and we lost to the Patriots. 2 teams that, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I guess if you're going to lose any teams, those aren't the worst teams to lose to. Patrick Mahomes, 45 touchdowns, 11 picks, 4,400 yards. This team is so much better than his real-life team, yet he performed worse than he would in real life, which is just absurd. Christian McCaffrey, really decent season. Monster, decent as a backup, I suppose. Yards per carry could have been better. Receiving, though, I need better numbers. I know we had 4 guys, technically 5 guys, over 500 plus, but still, I want more. Offensive line, okay, but with how good this squad is, we should see like 1 across the board. Apparently, Quan Alexander is... Wait. Yeah, this is a 4-3 defense, isn't it? So, how the hell did Quan get so many damn sacks? We had the subs set up, right? So, I don't know what the hell. Okay, if you say so, game. It's a huge loss because Nick Bosa, good job, Butker. Not often we see 100%. Who had a better offense than us? Saints? Okay, dude. But Bosa probably doesn't get Defensive Rookie of the Year, which is a huge award. Of course, Patrick Mahomes and McCaffrey at the top of the Offensive Player of the Year list. Offensive Rookie, no. Defensive Rookie, we probably would have had it if Nick Bosa, kind of played better. Look at that, 5 in a row there. That is sick. Jeromepkr, best kicker as well. Let's go on to the divisional round. What overall are we? We're a 95 overall, 99-0, 91 defense. This is what the team looks like after year 1 is complete. McCole Hardman, 83 over, technically 82 overall. Very fast, of course. Tyreek, almost 99, kind of. Of course, that morale could be like 97. Defensively, Roquan goes up to an 87 overall, which is obviously very, very good. Quan only goes up 2 overalls. Yeah, team looks insane. Oh, whoa. I forgot. I didn't even know that. I forgot that was a thing. I think he's the only player that starts as hidden that's an X Factor, because obviously he's a rookie and he's the one that did the best, and they gave him X Factor. Obviously, he started the season as superstar, I believe. 95 to their 83. I just want one Super Bowl win out the gate, so then we can become that dynasty that I want to see. I want to see 2 wins out of 3 years, if we can. That's what we're going to do. 3 years for the ones that are very obvious, All right, so we're up 3-0, 10-0 now. I'm not going to lie, a little slow for my liking. But I was going to make a special need. I'm just not going to say it. I'm just not going to, I'm just not going to say it. Are the Texans really going to win against us? Like 19 points. Thank you. Put up some damn points. Make it look good. 27-13. Disappointed. And I was going to make a funny coach name, but there's just no point. Let's not joke around when we got Andrew Reid. We got little Andy. Why would we mess around with that? We're not messing around with that. Sorry. Just not doing it. Butker missed a kick, but he did have 4 out of 5. So, I'm fine with it. Butker's killing it. Going to the championship game now. Ooh, a team that we lost to. All right, here we are. What is their overall? 87. They're really decent. If we play the same way we just played, yeah, the Patriots are moving on, simply put. No questions about it. All right. 10-0. A much better game than last game, which makes 0 sense. 27-0 to the Patriots. I'm not even going to question it. You know what, EA? You making good moves. This is realistic. Makes sense to me. Oh, crap. I just used the word realistic. They're going to make they're going to make us lose next week. 30-6. All right. That is impressive. Way better than last game. Brady was stopped to a very mediocre match. Rushing was terrible for them. Hardman with a nice game. Defensively, sack total still lacking majorly. I'm going to have to take a look at those subs again. Please, Harrison. I know I said it's fine, but it's not. Please. He did miss 1 from 50. It's 50+ in the playoffs. It's not easy. If it was less than 50 and it wasn't blocked, then we throw in elbows. Here's the list. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. I hate Taylor always. Important win. It's like, yeah, I kind of know. We're in the Super Bowl because of that win. Thanks. It's like if she doesn't call me up, I don't know. Although, Taylor, you can call me. What? 89 overall Saints. They are good. They are, man, this team. This team started as an 89 overall, I think. Wasn't that good. That's what I think makes this Super Bowl cool is that, I guess at least in Madden, you can't really tell. The Niners and Madden aren't super great, but in real life, that front makes it look like they don't have any holes on their team. But in Madden, at least, you combine the 2 rosters, you still barely have the best team in the league. You can make arguments that there's teams like the Cowboys, some other teams that are just as good, especially for the future, than this team. It's crazy. So, I don't think if it was years past where you had 2 teams combining for 95 overall, it would make sense. But this team, these 2 teams have a little bit of lacking. Their running backs aren't the highest overall. Their offensive line on the inside, there's a little bit of lacking there. But overall, here we are. Is anyone shocked? I don't think so. This is going to be quite a fun one, especially in real life. Like, I don't have a winner, right? I don't really care who wins the Super Bowl. I really just hope the Niners don't run the ball as well as they normally do, because it's going to be kind of a boring Super Bowl. It might be fun for the 4th quarter, but leading up, it's going to be so boring. It really is. Like, it's crazy. It's dominant, and I respect the hell out of it. But it's kind of like Floyd Mayweather when he boxed. It was amazing, but it was kind of boring, right? It was kind of boring. Speaking of boring, 41-10. That's a boring one. Could that happen in real life? Potentially. Will it? Probably not. Sorry, Drew Brees. You almost had your chance at a real Super Bowl. There's somebody that was saying that I hate the Saints, which I don't. I just like to make jokes about franchises that have, a controversy, like the Bounty Gate, which did have a bit of a questionable, it played a factor, right? It played a factor without a doubt. But yeah, I don't have any hate for any franchise. Not a single one. Not even, as a Packers fan, you would think, oh, the Bears or the Vikings. I'd like to see them struggle and lose, but I don't have pure hatred. I would say I honestly hate Vikings fans more than Bears fans lately, honestly. Yeah, enough talking nonsense. Super Bowl 1. Well, Super Bowl 1 out of whatever in this one, not Super Bowl 1, has been won. We know they win no damn Super Bowl 1. I'm sorry, Chiefs fans. I'm sorry, everyone's fans that I've discriminated. I've made fun of Chiefs fans just now. Kind of Niners fans a little bit earlier with some of their players. I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Bears, Vikings, probably Patriots. Let's be honest. It wouldn't surprise me. And then, of course, Saints. Sorry, pals. I like to discriminate against every fan base. It is what it is. Now, I don't know if we can re-sign these players because there's a cap penalty that is carrying majorly through next season. We have like a $100 million cap penalty, which sucks, but we should be able to get them in free agency, hopefully. Of course, we allow ourselves to reset the cap one time, just because it's only fair that, we're trying to change up some of the decisions. That's the half of the fun from fantasy. If you don't make the trades, it's not really that fun. Oh my God. Do we let one of these guys go? Like, what's Buckner's contract? Like, it's got to be up soon, right? Ooh, it's right now. I think we might trade Buckner if we can get Chris Jones back and then just draft a DT, because we got to save some money. We're going to get rid of Tevin. We're going to get rid of Buckner. We might even get rid of Quan, because, 10 mil per it's fair. And, he's a good player, but I think with how many draft picks we have, we can afford elsewise. Oh, big shocker. Eric Armstead. Oh, nice. Superstar development. Not that it matters. We can't afford anybody anyways. Damn, we proper broke. Like, it won't let me fix the cap. Like, we have to literally let these guys go. That sucks. It's like, maybe Buckner's not gone after all. I think we actually will. We're probably going to let him go anyways. How are we still broke? I cleared the damn cap penalty. What do you mean? Do we have another cap penalty? What do you mean salary cap? How are we negative in salary cap? Excuse me. And the worst part is Kendall Fuller's still there. That's the one player I don't want to lose, but clearly that's out of my reach at this point. Fifth-year options, like we can even afford anyone. Oh, great. Christian McCaffrey needs a contract. I totally forgot. God damn it. Oh, another fifth-year option. Who wants one this? Excuse me. I'm going to be giving this man the tag without a doubt. Yes, please. No question indeed. Absolutely not paying him right now. If it's my choice, I won't ever pay him. Technically, you know what I mean. Yeah, we're still negative as hell. I don't know what the hell. Like, we went so broke that the game's like, nah, mate, not even the salary cap clearance can fix this. It's too late, pal. See you later. So Sherm needs to be... Oh, my Lord. Don't get me wrong, we won a Super Bowl, so who cares if we lose it all, right? Okay, so let's get rid of this guy. There's 2 mil saved. It's not going to save, though, because we actually proper glitched it. Will they even let us draft? I don't even know. McCaffrey needs to be replaced. We'll have to get a new running back. Maybe somebody that just got paid. I don't know who that would be, though. All right, time to draft. Oh, pick 2. So I don't know how high our players are going to be, but I'm going to trade to the Titans here if I can. Wait, who do I want to go with? The Bengals are probably going to be bad. So let's go to the Bengals, take their next year pick off them. Maybe we can use one of these picks right now to actually land a player right out the gate. We actually can't really afford too much, so doing, the super trade might not even be beneficial, so I'm actually totally fine with them just taking this for that. Totally works for me, pal. Really? First round pick, pick 2, and a next year second for pick 6 this, in a first round next year from the Bengals. I think they're probably going to land a steal. He did look pretty good. I don't know how good, but looked good enough. I do not want to draft in the first 3 picks. You can see our guy is a mid-first. I think he'll still be there at pick 6. You know what? I don't want to loot. There's a lot of good players here, though. He's the #1 corner, though. Doesn't look that great, though. You know what? We're gonna trade this again. Wait, did we actually get that trade? I wasn't expecting it. Well, we traded, this pick for the Packers pick and then their first round next year. I guess they probably don't project to be that bad next year. We're just going to take that cornerback now. We might actually go up and take that safety as well. We have a safety that's a hybrid that actually probably fits as a corner as well. Let's go Freddie Pierman, though. Cornerback, 75 overall hidden. Supposed to go 5, took him 5. A bit raw, maybe even built as a safety. But you guys know we're desperate for corner. We lost Kendall Fuller. We're going to lose Sherman after the season. So, yeah, desperate as they come for cornerbacks, without a doubt. Although we don't have a whole lot of picks, outside of the first round. We do have Ian Dillon, who's a late first, basically. And then we have a DT, Kalen Barrington, looks decent. Gutierrez could be a steal or just a normal dev bust. We do have a running back here, too, Thaddeus Nolan. He's a power back. Doesn't look that great, but he is rated pretty high for a running back. So if he's there to start the second, maybe we take him. I don't know. Derek Bryan's a late first, though, so we could probably wait a little bit. Let's see if we can get to, pick 25. I think pick 25 is what I want. Once again, I don't know where, the common sense is. Sometimes they give you way too much, and then the other times they give you not enough. But this is what we get. Pick 23, and then a second next year. The Rams end up drafting Covington. I don't know how good he is. Tremaine Buchanan. He looked really good, but of course we don't need a pass rusher. We're going to go with Mr. Derek Bryan a little early, but I don't know if he's going to be there at 16. We need another corner. We're going to put him at corner. And he might be better than the other guy we took. I think he is, and he's got a decent bit of hit power as well. So this guy might actually be the #2 corner right out the gate. Let's go to pick 16. Now we have a lot of picks. I can see where our damn money's gone. Joseph Ellis. I didn't even see that guy. He might have been the guy that skipped the combine. Damn, we'll have to see how good he was. That might have been a big miss by us. Pick 16, that's a little high. I think we're going to try to get to the second round if we can. So I have for 16 for 32. For pick 85 next year, they won't take it. Oh, they trade that straight up, though. The scaling there is wrong. I don't really care because we already have a really good team. Don't need it. And that's what happens when the game... I don't even know, man. That's what happens. You sleaze us, you trade up for a bust anyways. And now here the running back's still there, but this lineman looks insane. If we can end up using this guy, I don't know what his development will be. It could be normal. Thankfully he wasn't. We can use this guy to trade away one of the expensive players, maybe Joe Stadley. I don't know. The DT. No, I forgot about the DT. Is he still there? He's probably not there, is he? He's not. The running back, however, is. But is that guy really going to be good enough to replace the one and only Christian McCaffrey anyways? We trade pick 32 and Zevin Coleman to the Bears for 43 this and next year's second-round pick. What are they going to take with this? Hopefully it's another bust. And it was! Yes! Now this could be a bit of a reach, but I think we're just going to take that DT because we need one. We know how high players can go at times. The running back is gone. We're going to take the DT. Please, hidden. I don't care if it's star. Yes. Okay, he's 23. Wow, we took a 23-year-old with that kind of risk. I just hope it pays off. Of course, he's star better. Maybe he could even play edge, which we don't need. But if we did, that's a possibility. So completely irrelevant here. But you know me, talking about irrelevant things all the time. That's why I like to talk about myself all the time. Let's go to the later round. 6th round, we could probably land the freaking punter. I almost said fullback, but we don't have a fullback. We could, but yeah, I'm gonna keep use check. Even though he's taking up a lot of cap space and fullbacks don't matter in Madden, I want to keep him just because I feel like he's a staple. I feel like he's not like a staple, but I feel like he's one of the guys you think of when you think of the Niners. Maybe I'm just stupid. Patrick Smart, the punter, we could definitely use him. He had the best accuracy. He had an A+ kick power. So who had the best pick? And we might only be able to get up to this this punter because they actually wanted a little bit for it. And that lineman, A, we don't probably need him, and B, does he actually look good? Jalan Duckworth does look decent. I might actually take him anyways. Patrick Smart, the punter. Hit 72 overall, even though he's normal. I was about to say hidden, but he's not. 90 kick power, 75 accuracy. Not bad. Not bad. His face looks terrible. He looks like a a poorly drawn, realistic version of Homer Simpson. Kinda, right? I feel like that's pretty fair. Let's go to the Bengals and then draft this lineman who we already know is going to be star development because that's just the way we roll. We always land the star. Watch, I bet you anything this... Ooh, it's a bit of a steep one. Really, I'm going to have to trade a whole 5th round? They don't want it. I would take that any day of the week. Who the hell do you have on your list that you wouldn't take a 5th round for a freaking 7th round? Joe went and we're still broke? Yikes. Yikes. Jesus, that's scary. That is scary bad. But at least we got a new lineman with star development to replace him anyways. Damn, no star development. He's a good overall. Not a bad player, actually, but yeah, not really useful for us. Kind of don't care. Take a look at the draft recap. Of course, we have our own players, which are a lot of them. We took a lot of first-round picks, but hopefully we can save some money doing so. Technically, development of... Oh, please tell me the safety's like X Factor. Ooh, he's a safety. He could actually be X Factor. Okay, and he's superstar. It's not X Factor, but I will take that wearing Eric Berry's number, which I don't know how people are going to feel about that. Please, superstar. Damn, son. So we lose a superstar lineman for a star. However, he's still a very good player. Luis Gutierrez has star written all over him. Or superstar. He's still star, technically. Do we have anyone else? We did not. Now, who the hell did I want to see? Oh, yeah, I wanted to see the other DT, and I want to see that damn running back. Here's Barrington. Late first. Ooh, he was hidden. Oh, he looks so good. He looks... Please don't do it to me. Okay, they didn't do it to me. That was... I mean, I still would have taken him. Decent pick, but... Yeah, I'm not... Oh, yeah, what about the cornerback? Joseph Ellis. Imagine the Bears actually wanted Joseph, but they just missed him. That would suck. But then again, they traded up after the fact, so either way. Or did they? I don't remember. Star, still a really good player, though. Probably better than the guy we took. Of course, we took our guy, what, pick 5? That's really high. And then for our final trick of the evening, where's that running back? It wasn't Simpson, was it? Who was it? I'll know his name when I see it. I might not. Oh, here he is, Nolan. Nolan. He does have hidden. 72 overall is a little low. Bit of a, project player. Stamina's a little rough. Take a look at that development, which is something we're not going to talk about. It's just something we're not going to talk about. Yeah, like, what happened? Like, we have our salary cap back all of a sudden. Okay, dude. So we trade Pettis, pick 2 and 12 for Zeke Elliott. Of course, we're going to try to give them McCaffrey now. So we trade pick 58, 1 and 32 with Ward for pick 2 back from the Cowboys. Of course, they did not want... I mean, that's a really good move for them if they wouldn't have, obviously, we traded back for our pick. But if they would have kept what they got from Zeke, that would have been a good move. Pollard's decent. Zeke, of course, they did lose a lot of money having to trade him, but overall, it would have been a good move. Zeke's still going to be making quite a bit of money with us, but I would say quite a bit less than McCaffrey's like 7-year, $100 million deal he was going to ask for. So overall, we got a great running back out of it, and we're paying like $6 million less a year, probably. Just around that, I would say, is fair. Pulling off another elite move, Christian McCaffrey, O'Daniel, and a pick 6 for Fletcher Cox, which of course will allow us to trade Buckner, who needs a contract, which is just... I mean, these moves are brilliant moves. What do you want from me? Fortunately, they can't... Was Fletcher making... Damn. Buckner, you are expensive, pal. So, I didn't even fully look at, like, what everyone's contract was. I just assumed, I think in real life, guys like Fletcher Cox wouldn't go this many years without being signed. And I'm pretty sure they was signed in real life. So I figured he was signed, which, yeah, he was. That was about halfway through his contract. So we're paying him Buckner money without having to pay the bonus. And, of course, we're only doing this season and the next. So it doesn't matter that much. Hell, we might even re-sign, Sherman if we have enough money. And Harrison Butker's an 87 overall. Jeez. So we're only a 92 overall team. A little bit of a drop-off, but we got cheaper. I think we can probably afford the team for at least another season after this. And you guys know we're doing 3, so that's all that matters to me. Once again, you could see the corners did drop a bit. Kendall Fuller was like an 87 plus overall. We dropped to a 76. I didn't even notice Thornhill went up to superstar. I did not notice that. Well, what do you know? Not bad at all. Okay, I mean, I'll take that. I completely forgot that we could dev up in developments. Actually, maybe Is that what happened to Nick Bosa and I was just too stupid to realize it? No, he was just, okay. Fair enough. I don't think there was anyone else, right? Yeah, I don't think there was a single person other than that. But hey, it's still a really good roster, even with a couple of downgrades on defense. So we have some re-signings. George Kittle is one of them. Of course, tight end new. Maybe not an of course moment. Oh, it is an of course. We don't have to sign many players. George Kittle, 5-year deal. We'll knock that out. That's not terrible. 5-year, 10 mil per. And then Sherman, if we do re-sign, it would be after the season's over. Right, headed back to the playoffs. We actually had a couple of early losses that could affect the season. And by affect the season, I mean not much at all. 14-2. We lost 2 games within the first, 4. And then we just, we went 1-2. And I was like, uh-oh. But then, of course, you can see here, we just smashed it. Just absolutely smashed it. The XP's up to 11,000, okay? Mahomes a little bit of a down year technically. Maybe not actually. Yards a little lower for passing, so his touchdowns, but the rushing went way up. Zeke with an amazing season. Even though Hardman didn't get 1,000 yards, maybe that's enough to get him to superstar just because of the touchdowns. That's a massive amount of touchdowns. Offensive line playing well. Again, the rookie center did really well. Roquan, I don't understand how our linebackers are getting so many sacks. Look at this, 11-9. 9-11. Rest in peace. Fletcher Cox with a really good season. D Ford, meh. Nick Bosa, meh. Freddie Pierman looked pretty decent. Kicking, Harrison missed 1 out of 7 kicks, which is, I guess, it's all right. Patrick Mahomes at number 2. Zeke at number 3. Should be some AFC awards there. Ooh, Zeke with the theftage. Freddie Pierman with the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Mahomes best QB. Zeke best running back. Hardman second best wide receiver. O-line 4, technically 5 out of the top 10. Fletcher Cox number 4. Anyone else in there? D Ford slipping in last second. Fred, Roquan up there. Where the hell is... Really, 9 sacks wasn't enough for Quan to make the list at least? Pierman number 6 in general. That's actually a pretty impressive season. As a rookie to make number 6 best DB. Not just, that might be just barely in the postseason, especially if there was a couple of safeties. I didn't really notice it. Let's take a quick glance at the roster. 94 overall, 99 offense, 89 defense. McCole Hardman, 90 overall, technically an 88. Super fast, super beast. I don't know why anyone would ever want to get rid of him. He's a freak. Defensively, very good. Jesus. Roquan Smith's going to need a contract soon, so thankfully we don't have to deal with that. Brian, superstar development. It kind of sucks because Pierman was the better of the 2 players. But yeah, overall, wow, Gutierrez did not get enough snaps. Jesus. But that's still an amazing roster, whether we're inches away from a dev up or, some players didn't play well, some did. 94 overall is something you can never go wrong with. 94 to their 87. The Ravens, we have 7 overalls on. That's impressive. Lamar with a pretty good season. I would assume his rushing yards are pretty massive as well. Not the only thing massive he has. A massive upside in future in the NFL. Defense makes a great play. Offense gets a score. Ravens bounce back nicely, though, with a touchdown of their own. And defense gets a pick. But we only turned it into 3. Right before half, had a chance to put up more points. Didn't. Second half, looking okay on offense. Defense looked really bad. Offense sucked. Slow it down. The answer is win. Okay, that was clutch. I thought we went for a field goal there. I was like, damn, you have a lot of trust in your defense, which you really shouldn't. And we showed that there. They punted. That's a long kick, but maybe you try the freaking field goal with Tucker. Of course, you can see here that they should have. They should have done something differently because they did lose barely, but a loss is a loss. Offensively, we played a little bit better quarterback-wise. Zeke was decent. Actually, was Zeke decent? Yeah, he was. Good yards per carry there. Defensively, any major numbers? None. Muhammad Wilkerson with the only sack in the game. Sherman with a pick, though. That's clutch. That was the early one that set up a field goal. Potential, 6 to 10 point swing. Already in the championship game. Gotta love that bye week. Ooh, the Chiefs versus the Titans. How reminiscent. I don't even know. Tremaine Buchanan, the pass rusher, already one of their top 3 players, and he was just drafted as a rookie. Impressive. Or not impressive from the Titans' roster building skills. One of the two. Ooh, snow. It's not going to matter to us personally, but snow. RG3 is the Titans quarterback. If they even sniff more than 10 points, I'm reporting EA for being scammers. They said this was a simulation football game. It's not if RG3 is putting up 10 points or more. Please. Please don't. He's already got 10 points. Actually, not even really already. It's halftime. Fourth quarter, we're up 14 points. This is not really the dominance I would expect from a roster like ours, but at the end of the day, we made it to the Super Bowl yet again. Can we win 3 straight? Or can we, even just win 2 would be nice. RG3 kind of almost outperformed Mahomes, if you really think about it. Pretty damn close. Considering the skill level difference, kind of, I'm giving the nod on this one. Kevin Byard. I'm so conflicted because it's like, oh, look at our Titan stats. It's like, oh, wait a minute, those aren't our stats. Butker. What was it from? Oh, you missed a field goal from 29 or less yards? Excuse me? Who the hell does this guy think? Hey, Jair, my dude. If you really want to experience the definition of the smallest things, well, ask for my sexual services, you'll get that as well. But what's the damn phrase? Like, sometimes the smallest things are... It's nothing to do with, like, biggest package or anything like that. It's like you take the small things for granted. I don't know. Whatever the phrase is. You know what I'm getting at, probably. Maybe not. My helmet's on too tight today. But just don't drink any water for, like, several hours. Get some cold water. It's literally like you're drinking Jesus's... You're drinking some really good water. Like, I get it's literally my body telling me, bro, give us more, we're dying. But there's just something about it that just feels so good. Like, it's just the quench of the thirst is just amazing. Speaking of amazing, the Super Bowl is not one of those amazing things. But the result is amazing, as we are going to shut them out pretty nicely. I know it's 14 points is a shutout, but when it comes to Super Bowl-wise, that's pretty damn close to a shutout you're going to get. Pete Carroll scaring me with that jawline. Probably chewing that gum from, 10 seasons ago. But yeah, I would love to see his, like, where is his gum supply? Like, does the team provide that, or does he just have, like, a freaking warehouse full of, like, gum packs? I don't know what his favorite is. If I was a gum company, I would sponsor the hell out of him. That would be hilarious. And it would become a meme for sure. It already kind of is a meme. Is Sherman number 28? Who the hell is number 25 on this team? I know it's already like year 3 just about, but that's disgusting. Why didn't we solve that? Who is number 25? Excuse me. I'm talking here. Somebody answer me. DK Metcalf, built like a freaking offensive lineman. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't, fix that, because that's disgusting. Even Zeke has number 21. Yeah, we got to fix. I don't know how we're gonna fix it, but we gotta see. I just hope some really good player. Like, there's no one on this team good enough to overtake his number, though. That's the problem. Like, there's nobody. Like, there's just nobody. What number is Tyrann Mathieu wearing? It's something in the 30s, right? 31? 32, actually? 32. What the hell is number 25, then? Is it like one of the running backs? Oh, hell no! 30-year-old freaking 64 overall running back. Excuse me. I am so sorry, Mr. Sherman. Even though, ironically, he might be off our team in a moment. But still, let's make sure we do this thing right. Send him off in the right way. Several Super Bowl wins for the young man. The old man now, but, hey. Here's the regression. We didn't even see the development ups. The regression is as follows. He is now an 89 overall. Still very, very capable. However, our salary cap, on the other hand, the furthest thing from capable as can be. It is looking like Mr. Richard Sherman will be on the way out. Rookie reserve is taking up a bit of the space, so at least there's some hope there. Tyrann Mathieu. Do we play him at corner? This is interesting now, because it's like, well, Tyrann Mathieu has a bit more of a future. Ooh, does he, though? He's star only. Not much more of a future, if we're being honest, but I think Tyrann Mathieu plays corner for us. Sherman's gone. Kyle Juszczyk is gone. I guess that's just the way it's going to be, huh? Richard Sherman, see you later, I suppose. How much are they asking? Like, how much is he going to ask for? So we have negative 15 mil, even though we lost those players. They left Christian McCaffrey. Okay, here's our chance. Whether we're going to go for Sherman or the other guy or not, the thing that needs to be known is that we are saving. We're going to cut some money here and try to get Christian McCaffrey back. Simply put, at the minimum, we've got to cheese it to try and get that contract. Because if we can save some money by getting rid of Zeke, and that would be huge. It would be huge news. Zach Martin, freaking Mitchell Schwartz. There's some guys here that are quite costly. So I was just trying to get rid of Mostert. We ended up trading 96 and a fourth next year to move up to 36 this year with the Bengals. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. Damn, we are negative 11 freaking million. What the hell do you want from me, EA? I get we're expensive, right? I get we have some expensive players, but there's no need to put it all on me. How much do we... Wait, I didn't even look at the development ups. Damn, Quan would be nice. We got to take a look at these the draft picks. See some of those players. See if we can maybe get rid of the likes of Tyrann Mathieu and Quan would be nice to get rid of. Damn it, first things first, we're going to go by one. Let the record show I'm a dumb, and I forgot to put the scouting on, so hopefully McCaffrey already has an offer on him. That would be nice. Of course he doesn't. He will in a moment, though, which is, fantastic, right? I want to know what the situation is. Okay, I get there's fifth-year options. That's not what I want to know, because that scares me. No offers on Christian or Carson. Okay, so Zeke has to be gone if we can get one of these players, because that's too cheap not to. What's your thoughts on Quentin Nelson? My thoughts are long-term deal, right? I do not want to pick up his fifth-year option, because it's going to be just as expensive as signing him long-term anyways. Kinda. Roquan Smith. Oh, God. Yes and no. I don't know if Schwartz needs a contract, but I would love to give him a tag, which we cannot. Actually, you can't do fifth-year options for a guy that's 1,500 years old. We traded Tyrann Mathieu and pick 44 for pick 7. Trying to make some space right now so that we can try and get Christian McCaffrey. We trade Quan Alexander in a second next year for pick 16 from the Dolphins. We still have Zeke just in case we don't get Christian McCaffrey, because the linebacker and safety spot we can fill, but running back we can't guarantee that. The man is back. Zeke will be gone shortly. Yeah, we probably could have kept Tyrann Mathieu after this move. So apparently we have pick number 1, which if we can trade this to the Broncos, I will. Actually, do the Broncos probably do need a middle linebacker. There's a middle linebacker there that looks very good, and I would like to keep him. By keep him, I mean draft him. He's early first. It's pretty steep. Ooh, speaking of steep. Yeah, they're like, nah, mate, you can't do that. That's illegal. And I agree, it is kind of illegal. But still, we're going to try to... Really? I can't do this? Am I actually going to have to draft this middle linebacker this high? It's kind of like defeats the purpose of going to Quan, isn't it? I guess I'll take it. I mean, a second round next year is better than not having anything. Please don't take the middle. Whew, thank God. So... yeah, I'm not going to risk that because I feel the pain of it. Rashawn Shepard looks very good. A little short for our liking, but 21. Potentially a Ray Lewis clone? Question? Maybe not. We reached a little bit, it says. Hidden, though, 75 overall. Looks pretty damn good. 71 catching, decent jump. Coverage is lacking. And he's a great player. He's a great linebacker already. I think we're probably going to put him at left outside linebacker. Now the question is, do we go with Dudley Bunkley or do we go with a true free safety, Michael Robinson? Either one looks good to me. Bunkley's not a true safety, but he looks very good. While Robinson, 22 versus 21. You guys know. Oh, this is a tough one. Do we go with the true safety? I think we're going to trade down and just keep moving until one of them's gone, if we can do that. Let's get to the, I don't know, the Rams, I suppose. So we end up with another second-round pick next year. This one a little bit worse because we moved down to 5 whole spots out of the first, the top 5. Hopefully they don't both go. Okay, Kirkland. Oof, that guy looks good. All right, so they're still both there, huh? Oof, they traded up and took a bust. Another bust. I mean, they're both there. I'm almost half tempted to take both of them if I have a chance. The corner looks like he's going to go before the safety. Dudley Bunkley, huh? Do we do it? Dudley Bunkley it is. It's supposed to go 7. We took him 9. 21 years old, 5'9". Looks like a true free safety. Kinda. Decent bit of hit power for a cornerback. All right, so pick 11. If the safety's there, I'm going to take him as well. Another bust. What is going on here? Although we do have Roman Jameson, 22 years old, good pass rusher. Could replace D. Ford. Did we just take all of these guys? Michael Robinson looks really good. We also do have Chris Thomas, who's a freakly DT. The thing about him, though, is the fact that he isn't really a DT. He is very good. Man, these are some really good players. Do we not just take them all? We're going to take Michael Robinson. We could use him. 75 overall. It said we reach by 1 pick. Ooh, he is a little raw. He is a little raw in fairness. Ooh, he is. That is rough. Let's go to pick whatever. Jameson could be gone. Please still be there. He is. Damn, did we just take all of these players? Like, they all look good. We need a DT more than a pass rusher, kinda. So we're going to go with Chris Thomas. 77 overall. Ironically, the player we didn't even want is the best of the players. Very fast. 82 speed for a DT. This guy's like Aaron Donald status. And I think we're going to trade up to the Bills. I mean, this is looking pretty sickly in a good way. This draft is insane. Breland Speaks and a second-round pick. Probably don't even need to do the second round, but it is what it is. You know, cash in some karma for all the BS trades we made. Where is he? Mr. Roman Jameson. Skills look great, but you don't see the power or finesse. You don't know what style he is, but the freaking combine grade is insane. And he looks like a pretty good player to me. Yeah, he's very good. Now, this is questionable. Like, would you not just go power move? Because I think, in my opinion, at least for abilities-wise, power move is definitely better. Because unstoppable force absolutely smokes whatever the hell the other one was. What is it called? Fearmonger, I think. So we have a middle linebacker, Parrish Harper. Could take him later, which I think we will. Tracy Autry looks insane, but I don't know if we actually need him anymore. Buck Dunn. And then we have Carl Elgin, who looks insane. Now, the thing is, we need to take some of those players later, so I would rather just trade down, honestly. There we go. Pick 21 for 62 and 64. That's actually really good. I'm surprised they actually took that. Because that's actually... Oh, that was a great trade-up. Because that was actually the guy we were going to go with. Really good trade-up. All right. I don't know what his development is, but 76 overall tells me he was actually pretty damn good. We could have used the lineman, but overall I think that was a good move for... Oh, maybe not. We're just going to reach now and take this linebacker. Okay. Hidden development, 69 overall. This guy has star written all over him. He's a super project, but I guess he's worth the pick. Now, this offensive lineman, I don't know if I can say he's worth the pick or not, so we're going to trade down. Seahawks giving us a pretty damn decent deal here. If the lineman's there at 31, I guess we're taking a lineman, which, let's be honest, he probably won't be there. He is not great. We'll trade these down for next year picks, which we will never see. See what our developments are. What do we do? If we did well or not. Ironically enough, we dismantled the team on the final year in a rebuild we probably will never come back to, but there's just something in me that always wants to see everything succeed, right? There, I really thought that was going to be enough. There we go. We have a seventh round pick. I didn't scout anyone, but we might just take like best available combine grade player, like kicker, punter, fullback. Ooh, we actually do need a fullback. We're going to do that for a fullback. Forgot we got rid of Kyle Juszczyk. And by got rid of, I mean we kind of went broke. But yeah, we solved the cap situation a bit, assuming, we didn't take too much of a penalty. D. Ford's got to be getting to that point soon. Utility. Everyone's a damn utility, huh? Guy's pretty fast. Suppose Chris Gandy will be the guy. 69 overall normal, nothing special, but our new fullback. Welcome to the team. Don't tell him I said he's nothing special. Draft recap, we had a lot, and I mean a lot of sick players. Of course, we had some insane draft picks, number 1, 4, and whatever. Made a lot of moves with those players, and okay, this guy is filthy. This guy is a top-tier linebacker. I want to say it. I want to say it. He is one of the best rookie middle linebackers I've ever seen. Oh, God. Ever seen. Pick 9, Bunkley, not great. Michael Robinson. Let's see, were both of them the exact same? Would it even have mattered? It does matter because we landed 2 X factors in the same class. Can we go for a third? Chris Thomas looks absolutely insane stats-wise. And he's superstar. That's a really freaking talented player. Here's Roman Jamison, 22 years old. Lots of upside. Can't wait to see him. This is hands. If this guy is anything higher than star, there's no question in it. Star. But that is probably hands down the best draft we've ever had, right? It's got to be. Let's take a look at this wide receiver, by the way. DeMarcus Kirkland, he was 6'6", and you can see there, 6'6", 94 jumping. Okay, this guy's freaky, and he's automatically good because he's at least star development. Excuse me? He's insane. Superstar X. I mean, we didn't really need a wide receiver, but we also don't have a guy that's 6'6", so I would like to go back and take that guy, please. Wow. Okay. That's quite insane. This, of course, is the final year, so we will end up trading anyone that we can, I suppose. D Ford really hasn't played that well anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Hey, we are going to save quite a bit. We are actually going to turn this team into a team that actually can afford most of its players, if not all of them. Nice. There's honestly not a whole lot to work with. A second round this year, a third round next year, and Zeke for Saragusa, and a freaking first round pick. It's not pretty out on these streets. Teams are broke, and I don't even know if we're going to find a team that can even afford D Ford. Okay, apparently the Redskins, but they have no interest in him at all. Trade D Ford as an outside linebacker, a 5th round and a 6th round next year. Actually, a 5th round was this year, to the Redskins for their 1st round pick. We save quite a bit of money, and we're pretty much ready to start another season, potentially a Super Bowl season, with a young group of players that are, I mean, this is just, we keep pushing and pushing. These rookies keep getting better and better. 2 X-Factor defenders in the same draft? Get out of here. Stay in, please. All right, this is the roster going into the final season. Really good, and welcome back, McCaffrey. Maybe we should sign a real backup running back. Oh, my Lord, there's so much blue. In fairness, some of them are the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, still 5 starting rookies. At least they are blue, not bronze. I'll take it. All right, let's see how much we actually saved this Caps situation. Patrick Mahomes with a 7-year, $266 million deal. Quentin Nelson is obviously one of the guys you have to keep. Schwartz is a debate. Roquan, we did kind of cheese it a little bit, but we do have to re-sign Fred Warner anyways, so it's really, either one. You would have had to re-sign someone for, whoa there, pal. A 6-year, $113 million deal. Excuse me. I don't think so. Probably, right? I don't know. Offensive linemen are definitely, needed, especially when they're as young as Mr. McGlinchey. Linebacker, they probably would have to let Fred go. Probably don't have to, but it's probably the smartest move. You still got to re-sign, Hardman and them in the future. Patrick Mahomes wants a very massive deal right now, so we're going to have to... Why did I offer him so much? It's only a $6 million extra in the grand scheme. That's not a whole lot, but still. That's a lot in the grand scheme. Quentin Nelson's going to get the massive deal, so $16 million left to re-sign either Schwartz or Fred Warner. I don't even think there's a question about it. You probably sign Schwartz. He's able to play. And I honestly think you let both of them go. You gotta save some space for the guys that are rookies still. They're going to be moving on for bigger contracts. I think you can easily replace lineman and then linebacker. We do have a star guy already waiting, so I think that's the smart move. Not that it really matters to us. All right, head to the playoffs. Obviously, pretty much guaranteed that we're going to make it. 3 losses. Excuse me. By the way, what is with this division? This division is trash for some reason. I'm trying to think. Chargers. I guess to be fair, the Broncos and Raiders aren't super great. And then in real life, the Chargers did have a really bad season. So maybe their overalls reflect it. I don't know. Look at the goat behind Mahomes. McCaffrey did really well, similar to Zeke. So really doesn't matter who the running back is. Just slap him in there. And we probably have 2 new superstar wide receivers. Not bad. Offensive line, as great as usual. Sack totals, anyone beast in and out. The rookie 9.5, not bad at all. Roquan Smith, it doesn't matter where you put him, he's going to get a lot of sacks apparently. The rookie Robinson, not bad. Kicking, a little bit more required from Butker. He only missed 4 out of 20 though. And then I probably should have looked at the punting, but I did not. Best quarterback, best MVP. Best MVP. MVP of the league, Mahomes. Defensive player of the year, unfortunately, no. Offensive rookie of the year, no. Defensive rookie of the year, we had pretty much the entire list. Jesus, EA, calm yourselves. We had some decent rookies, but were they that good? Zeke, of course, wins best running back. Hardman, if he doesn't go up in development, that's a forced dev. I don't care what you say. You're forcing him. And that's it. No other awards, but that's all I need to see, especially since, once again, this is the final year. Can we win 3 straight with the Chiefs-Niners combo roster? And, it pretty much is. We didn't really gain many non-Chiefs-Niners players outside of rookies. I'm trying to think of a starter that we have that isn't one, other than a rookie. Like we said, Quentin Nelson, and that's it, I think. I think it's just Quentin Nelson, right? Quentin Nelson, Zach Martin, and then defensively, Roquan Smith, I suppose. Outside of that, though, they're all rookies or real-life Niners, Chiefs. Baltimore or the Titans. Could see Baltimore because Zeke is a freak. Are we going to lose a single postseason game in this rebuild? About to find out now. 14-3, 14-10. Okay, the Dolphins. Speaking of the Dolphins, hello. Hi, how are you guys doing? They're 19-20. Look at this. The Dolphins have a shot. Offense is playing really well, but yeah, second half Dolphins did not look super hot. Not much of a chance. 48 points. Brilliant stuff. Defense showed a little, lacked a little bit there for a moment, but Mahomes and that offense went ape. Mahomes had 6 total touchdowns. Defensively, nothing insane. Quan Alexander playing for the Dolphins, ironically. Can't get the win, though. I feel like if he wasn't on their team, they wouldn't have made the playoffs. That's just the way EA spites you for trading players. That's why I also think when you trade players, there's an increased chance at a breakout scenario anyways. Probably going to be the Titans, right? Nope, it is. I figure it would be the Ravens, but sometimes the game likes to trick you. Lamar Jackson, Earl, and Zeke. Whew. Zeke and Lamar, definitely a scary duo in the backfield. Probably not the greatest team we should have traded him to, but it was the only team that I think could afford him proper. That was going to give us something worthwhile, which really wasn't the case at all. We barely got anything. Ooh, this is a nice little snow game. We won the last snow game pretty convincingly, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Defense does a great job. We get a touchdown afterwards. They drive down really nicely second drive. We drive down. They drive down. Start of the second half. We're down 10 points. Offense is looking okay. Scary, no. Okay, this is bad. What the hell was that? What? I don't think we're going to win 3 straight. Offense is moving the ball as fast as it can, but it might need to be a little bit faster, boys. Down by 3, 7 minutes left. Defense gives up. Of course it's Zeke. Do we come in and play this? Okay, they get a touchdown. Can we see a stop? I'm coming in. I need to come in here. Are they trying to kneel the game out? Okay, they didn't. I was like, wait a minute, what? This is legendary. Like, I don't even think I've seen this atmosphere, like, in Madden 20. Of course, you gotta get rid of those timeouts. It sounded weird the way I said it. Shallow cross. Hardman's a freak. Samuel. I don't know. Jesus. Accurate, they called that. Accurate. Is that what the 2 interceptions that Mahomes has this game are as well? Accurate? Tyreek the freak. There you go, to the 47. We'll let Harrison freaking goat curve kick it if we get a chance. And clearly when I mean if we get a chance, I mean because we're going for the freaking touchdown, boys. Underneath. Samuel's going to get the catch. He's going to slip it to the 34-yard line. Yeah, that was bad defense. For a second, I was like, oh, they have this locked. We keep our starters in at the most important time now. Uh-oh. On the money it is. Hardman for the touchdown. Flips Humphrey over. If the defense makes a stop, this is a Super Bowl team, and I know I want to see this because the game's kind of like just choking it. I want to see them actually pull this off. Like, I don't want to see them pull it off, but I want to see them, at least get the throw off. That's not even going to get to the end zone. A deflection, though, and they have one chance. Is it 4th down? Oh, no, it's not. They turned it over. Damn, that's unfortunate because obviously we kind of came in and showed our hand a little bit. Of course, we didn't have anything to do with the stop. The team did stop them. Offensively, we, played a little bit safer than, the AI probably would. Play the game, I guess it makes sense. A lot of yards is a lot of yards at the end of the day. What a bit of a shootout there near the end. Clutch one, Jesus. That run by Elliott, 50-yarder. Damn, that was clutch. That was clutch. Tyreek Hill, really good game as well. Defensively, any numbers? Fletcher Cox with a sack. They had 2 picks. We got to do better than that if we want to win the Super Bowl. Kinda, because the Ravens are actually probably the hardest team left in the postseason outside of us. It seems like whoever won that game was automatically the Super Bowl winner. And of course, because I say that, whoever the team is for the NFC side is obviously going to win. That's how it works. I like to jinx us. Don't worry about it. If you guys have anything bad coming up in your life, let me tell you that it's going to go badly. And boom, greatest day of your life. Tyreek Hill. Superstar development, post flag elite, and streak specialist. That's, that streak specialist is quite overpowered. And then double move with post flag elite as well. Defensively, probably some linebackers. Oh, wait, no, he was already X Factor. Never mind. Let's take a look at the ability anyways. Selfless. Not terrible because you have 2 edge rushers. Anyone go up? I don't think anyone went up on the defense. A lot of freaking elite players here, though. A lot of beast superstars and whatnot. So after it's all said and done, 99-0, 91D. Going against the Bears to try and win our 3rd straight. We have 14 overalls on them. I probably should have showed you guys that we didn't do any force wins or any restarts, which ironically I'll show it on this one, and it'll be the one we don't win the Super Bowl. But yeah, this is quite a run. And once again, we knew, going into it, we had a good shot at it. But, we were what, an 89 overall? There was teams close to that out the gate. A couple of 86, 87s, and then we just kept building through the draft. We just killed it. Absolutely killed it through the draft, especially the last one. Latest one was insane. Jesus, speaking of insane, the Bears starting off really good. I have a lot of faith in this team, but okay, Chicago. At some point, you're going to have to hopefully just keep sucking. All right, offense looking very bad. Yeah, I think we just lost the Super Bowl. Ironically enough, like we said, I don't know how the Bears put up 34 points on our team while we can only put up 21 on theirs, but apparently Chicago's the team. They win the Super Bowl. Of course, we're still a dynasty. Could have been the greatest team of all time. Pretty much still are. That 3-year span is insane, and there's still at least another several years left in us. But yeah, that was unfortunate. I can't actually believe we lost to the Bears like that. Really, Mahomes? I don't know. McCaffrey wasn't great, though, in fairness. Of course, our backups are... We wouldn't even run with our backups, but if we did, we would see that our backups are very incapable of running the ball. I mean, our pass rush was really good, too. I don't know what happened. That was pretty gay. Luke Kuechly, oh, that's heartbreaking. I really wanted to get him, too. That's what sucks. But, of course, that was the loss. I mean, I don't know why, showing you guys that we lost proves anything to you guys. At this point, you guys have seen me, show you the results of every season pretty much 90% of the time. If I was going to cheat, I don't think it would be in the one where we were guaranteed to do well because we had a really good starting roster. Just saying. But if you have any ideas similar to this, something cool, you're like, hey, combined, maybe after the Super Bowl, after Sunday, you're like, combine this year's Super Bowl winner with last year's Super Bowl winner's roster and do a rebuild there. Or, see what the 2 AFC championship, the AFC and NFC championship losing teams combined would be like against the Niners and Chiefs. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any ideas at all. Like and subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. I would appreciate it a ton. Take a look at my second channel, PK Plays. We do a ton of fun stuff there as well. And yeah, that's pretty much going to conclude the video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!